Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. Very excited to be back, and I'm gonna tell you in just a moment what I've been up to in the last few months. But for the time being, we're gonna pick up right where we left off, and that is the Tale of the Kindred quests. These were some sort of, seasonal kind of sorts quests that were released. There were a new batch released weekly for about 2 months, and as you see here, we'll be helping the Kindred with some extra tasks. And to be honest with you, last time that I recorded, that I played the content of update 40, some of those quests were already available, but I decided to wait until the entire batch of quests, all quests of the Tales of the Kindred were released before doing them. And there were just a couple weeks left before that, but then life happened, and here we are. It's about just a few days before the release of the new expansion, and I'm just only doing them now. I'm gonna tell you why in just a moment, but let us see what Khôltekh has to say.
I have a task uniquely suited for your gifts. Beware, and I may have a larger ask for you.
I hope you've met with clear skies and swift sails. I have a task uniquely suited for your gifts. Do well, and I may have a larger ask for you. There's a chest with something quite precious to me locked inside. It was supposed to arrive 2 days ago. 2 days have gone by, and only my irritation has arrived. It was supposed to arrive by ship. I suspect foul play and interference from smugglers in the Umbar-môkh. Go see the merchant who was supposed to receive the shipment with this chest. Rathani may have more insight into where this shipment has gone awry. Khôltekh leans in close. I am trusting you with this. Do not betray my trust, Beriathan. Yeah, pleasing as always, Khôltekh, and not at all suspicious, right? But, well, I think we have grown used to Khôltekh by now. We know what to expect from him, and yeah, this is exactly like him. We'll see where this goes. I did play a few of these quests on my other Warden, just to get a hang of how long they were, how feasible it was to divide these episodes depending on which member of the Kindred we were helping. There are 4 quest lines in total to complete all these Tales of the Kindred, and today we will be doing the first one, that is Khôltekh's. As far as I remember, this is the longest one. I think we should be okay. So as I was saying, I did play a few of them before to get a hang of them. But I avoided as many spoilers as possible, avoiding the dialogue, some of the cutscenes and all that. So this is still a fresh reaction from me.
Good day to you, traveler.
The Sail Haven. So the Gate of Sorrows? The Fleet Gate? Not really. The Bloody Eagle, most likely. So as I was saying, life happened. A couple of things happened, really. First of all, and I think I also mentioned this on an earlier video, but this year in particular in LOTRO has been really slow. There has not been a lot of things happening. I finished the content of update 40 a couple of weeks later. All the quests of the Tales of the Kindred were available. I could in theory could have done them at that point, but I really didn't feel as compelled to play the game, because after the Tales of the Kindred there was really not a lot of things worth doing, in my opinion. So that's one thing. And around that time I started at a new job. I had been unemployed for almost a year, so I decided to focus on my job, do things right, because I couldn't let that opportunity pass, of course. And then we moved to a brand new place. So yeah, this is the first episode I'm recording from my new place. I've been already living here for a couple months. But basically that happened, and after the job and the moving were all settled and life got back to normal, again, there was not a lot of things to do in LOTRO. We had update 41, but that was just the new hobby. and the new community event, as far as I can remember. There was an instance added later on to complement this storyline, but it was not enough to get me back in the game, to be honest. So here we are.
What news has come in with the tide?
Clear skies and swift sails to you. Khôltekh. Of course, the chest. Yes, it was supposed to arrive 2 days ago. However, the ship it was on was ransacked by Corsairs not far from port. The ship has only just come in and half her cargo is gone, namely the expensive half. I am afraid Khôltekh's chest was among the items not found. Khôltekh has always had good taste, and it seems the Corsairs agreed. I do not know what is in that chest, but I do have a sense of where it might be. Corsairs and smugglers move freely in the Umbar-môkh. Seeing as how those items were freshly seized, it is most likely they are in the Shuk, the blood market. That's in Delirmis, the birds. It is an area rife with thieves, smugglers and Corsairs, and it is where I would go if I was looking to offload freshly stolen goods. I would start there. Be careful, that is a very dangerous area, and smugglers are not likely to part with their hard-won treasures with just a stern word. So there is an entrance to the Umbar-môkh right next to this place. Don't remember the location of all these entrances, to be honest with you. It has been a long time, but yeah, it's not that far. So I stopped playing the game. Then something happened that I also told you in a previous episode was not part of the plan. I was not planning to doing that, but I just realized Arkham Asylum was about to get the 15th anniversary was right around the corner, so I decided, yeah, why not? Let's replay Arkham Asylum. And then I ended up replaying the entire Arkham series again. And I said I was not going to do that because at some point I want to play Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. And the gameplay is taken straight out of the Arkham series. And I didn't want to play the Arkham series because then that will feel in me the need of that gameplay loop. And from what little I have played of the Shadow games, the gameplay loop is more satisfying in the Arkham games. So my idea was, if I don't play the Arkham games, move on towards the Shadow games without that experience being fresh in my mind, then I will not mind it as much, and I have better chances of getting into the games and actually completing them. But I ended up replaying the entire Arkham series, so I'm not sure if I want to give the Shadow games another try so soon after finishing the Arkham games. I don't even need to worry about that, really, because again, LOTRO's new expansion is right around the corner, so I'm gonna have my plate full for the foreseeable future as I play through that content. So we'll see how it goes. That's something else I also wanted to mention, this Criminal Bane of the Limbris. Didn't I have this already? I'll check that in just a moment, but as I was saying, the announcement for the expansion came kinda out of nowhere. As far as I remember, the LOTRO team was at PAX, I believe it was. And then they sort of announced, well, we are working on a new expansion. It's called Legacy of Morgoth, a kick-ass name if you ask me. Sounds awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it, but the announcement was kind of low profile. There were not a lot of fanfare going around the announcement of a new LOTRO expansion. The pre-order went live just about 1 month before the actual release of the expansion, so I don't know why they decided to do it so low-key. But if you ask me, that didn't help either in drawing attention to the game. So all those things mixed up together, the new job, moving out, the lack of content in the game, and the lack of excitement for the new expansion. And it's easy to see why I have not played the game as much as I would have liked. And to be honest, I only started missing LOTRO a couple weeks ago when I realized the expansion is right around the corner. I have not played the Tales of the Kindred yet. And I would like to do that before the new expansion releases. And so here we are. But it has been very weird for me as well. Because it's not only that I haven't played the game as much, but I sort of took a step back and I stopped logging on Discord to check the news there. I stopped tuning in the weekly streams and everything. So it was a total breakup from LOTRO for me, something that I hadn't done to this extent in like 4 years. Last time I took a break this long and this thorough of LOTRO was in 2020, right when I just started the channel. So it feels weird not playing LOTRO. I mean I even stopped checking the channel after a while. That's the reason why, well, I have not uploaded any new content, have not answered any of your comments. I apologize about that. And back now, I will be for a while after by the time this episode is released, because I still need to release the content from update 39 and update 40. So I hope you don't mind me answering your comments like 3 or 4 months later. I do apologize about it, but I really don't know why the game didn't attract my attention for a while. Well, I have told you why, but still weird for me. And I mean, you take a look at my reward track, for example. There are 9 days to claim this, and I am on level 18. I don't even know if I can do this. I most likely can't, but I have heard that one way of getting levels on the reward track quite fast is just spamming Tickle Gundu with some legendary XP boost, so that in just a couple hours you can get a lot of levels out of it. I'm willing to give it a try and see how far the reward track I can go. But I want to do that after I have finished with the Tales of the Kindred, see how many levels I can get by playing the game naturally, and we'll see about that. Something that will also happen by completing the Tales of the Kindred is maxing out the reputation with the people of Umbar. At least that's what I hope, because you will also remember at the end of previous episode, I believe, we unlocked a new tier of Umbar rep, and that required 35,000 XP. And I thought, oh boy, shouldn't have done that. I thought that I didn't have enough quests left to max out that reputation, so I did farm some tasks. But when I realized how many quests there actually are as part of the Tales of the Kindred, I realized I could still max out the reputation, the faction, without tasks. So let's hope I'm right. Now let's check this. Okay. We have this. We can go back to Khôltekh. I don't even remember where my milestone is set at. Cantaglim, of course. The last location I visited. And I'm not sure that I need that milestone at Cantaglim anymore. Maybe I can set the milestone for somewhere else. We will be going back to Dâr Laja quite a lot, especially with the Khôltekh's quests. So let's see if I can find a milestone that is closer to this location. I don't even know where I'm going. Something else that I also forgot to mention, I wasn't really playing the game. I was in a sort of tough financial spot because, again, being unemployed for so long and all that, I have a lot of bills to pay still. And since I wasn't playing the game, I dropped my VIP subscription. And now I am kind of regretting it, especially for my premium houses, because the upkeep of those things is so huge. Was this deed reversion somehow? I think it was, because I should have been really close to completing this deed and it got reset. I think it was. Oh boy, I have so many things to catch up to. I regret so much dropping the VIP subscription for my houses, the remote mail, and all the other goodies. I'm still planning on playing through the expansion, of course, so I am prioritizing getting the expansion before subbing again, but hopefully at some point I will. Anyway, let's see.
I knew you were up to the task. Come, we have much to discuss.
Khôltekh takes the chest deftly, quickly handing it off to one of his guards. I have a sense for these things, and as promised, you have a greater role to play in the coming events. Tell me, what do you know of the Umbar-môkh? Wait, not here. You must accompany me to my house here in Umbar.
Only a fool trusts those he doesn't know. But we're good friends now, aren't we?
I will trust you for now, yeah, that's reassuring. You must come with me to my house here in Umbar. Well, one of them anyway. I also make residence in Tor-gardens, the Shoreward Stone, but this house has many advantages, namely a much shorter walk. Khôltekh roars in laughter, amused at his own joke. Make ready, we will be off soon. Ready? Excellent. These layabouts guarding me need some exercise anyway. Keep a sharp eye, you might pick up some decorating tips. My house is one of the best furnished in all of Umbar. Well, we'll see about that. An audience with the Whole Father? Ah, okay. Khôltekh. Do we talk to this guy? Inîk Jewel-brow, Whole Father of Tor-gardens, the Shoreward Stone, has graced my humble manor with his presence. To what do I owe this illustrious honor? Khôltekh, you know full well why I'm here. Where are my fighting guards? Where is the force that is supposed to be protecting Tor-gardens? What are they defending exactly, Whole Father? Thanks to my relations with the man, we control our own fate in Umbar. We have nothing to fear in Umbar. We are Umbar. I am still Whole Father. I still command the dwarves of the Shoreward Stone. Do not get that twisted just because you are in some council of men. It is my word that binds. Ah, interesting. Your tongue may be silver, but mine is iron. I understand, Whole Father. However, I need those guards where they are in the Umbar-môkh. It is very important for our relations with the men. My relations have been very good for our coffers. I think you'd agree. I know, because you won't let me forget it. Very well, they stay there for now. But any other changes come through me, Khôltekh. I am not a dwarf you want to anger. Of course, Wholefather. When we appointed you our representative, it was because you deal well with the men around these walls. Do not forget, you aren't one. Wow. All this time... excuse me. All this time I thought Khôltekh was the leader of the Temámir in Umbar. Turns out he isn't. That is quite a surprise.
I expected what... Come with me.
An explanation, please?
If we are to remake this city brighter and better than ever before, we must start with one of its dark places, Umbar-môkh.
The Undercity. As you heard, I have recently brought much of our fighting force below, much to the consternation of some. Why? Because I believe we need to bring the peace and prosperity you see above ground to our counterparts below. The Umbar-môkh is a troubled place filled with dangers both unseen and seen. We Temámir needed to be a light in that shadow, bringing our order and law to this place. There is much that moves in that shadow, Beriathan. I have been tracking the movements of the Umbar-môkh since before I became a kindred of the coins. Bandits are more prevalent on the roads. Attacks on citizens more frequent. And ships both Corsair and merchant are being waylaid. Their treasure and cargo seized. There are many shadows in the Umbar-môkh, but there is one shadow darker than the rest. One name that seems to control much of the banditry. Thievery and murder both below and above in Umbar-môkh. I have met many who only whisper his name. He is simply called Sêkhta. It means blight. And that is exactly what he is. A blight upon my city. I intend to purge Umbar-môkh of its shadows, whatever they may hide. Oh, interesting as well. I didn't expect Khôltekh to be this worried about the populace. I intend to purge Umbar-môkh of its shadows, whatever they may hide. Will you help me, Beriathan?
We must find Sêkhta. A snake with no head perishes quickly. Dr. Nuru, he has information on Sêkhta's whereabouts.
One of my Umbar-môkh allies spoke with him recently. Nuru can be found in Mecca Kufa or in Kavarhat. Go quickly, this Sêkhta is elusive. Always one step ahead, like water through my hands. Don't worry, gotta leave. We'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, this casts a new light on Khôltekh. And that's really interesting.
Umbar is a free city at last.
I remember you, Captain Nuru.
I know this Sêkhta, the Blight. You're to speak to Ziharax in Durkan, the Shadow Market.
It is located southeast of here, in the Lirmis. I don't like this Ziharax or many that Khôltekh consorts with, but we don't get to pick our allies down here, and his information has been sent in the past. He spoke with me this morning, told me he had important information, but that he would only tell Khôltekh or his appointed representative. I guess that's you. One word of caution. The Dulcar is not always a friendly place. Stick to the main market. If you go poking your nose in every stall, don't be surprised to find a sword blade pointing back. I'll make sure to know, but before I go there, when I was playing with my other warden through this area, I ended up finding a treasure cache that I'm not sure that I already have. So let me double check. I think it was here-ish. Oh, I ended up in Dâr Laja again. Maybe I already have this chest. I remember it being somewhere around here. Okay. This stupid worm. Let's see if we can get to the market without drawing too much attention. Something that of course would happen just as I'm about to get back into the game. I get sick again, have a terrible cough. Sêkhta's archer, it seems. We're gonna be sent back here soonish. For God's sake, stop it with the puddles. I gotta say, considering I hadn't played for so long, the fact that I have not died with fearless difficulty on, it's something to be glad about, I believe.
Lower your voice. That name carries great weight here.
Of course I know Sêkhta, everyone here does, don't be a fool. The difference is I have information Khôltekh wants, about Amârbo, Sêkhta's right-hand man. Listen, I want to be of service to the kindred and Khôltekh, but I have a problem. You see, this morning my prized ring was stolen from me by hoodlums. Can you believe that? I was going to ask Khôltekh for coin in exchange for this information, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight, and that ring means more to me than a bag of coins. I was jumped to the east of here, right by the eastern market entrance. Get me my ring back and I'll tell you what I know. Most likely the guy I just defeated? Let's see. The market cutthroat strike attacking you. Technically, yes. Sorry about that, Avathana. That was just me who fought them. Thankfully, they don't take long to respawn. One of them has got to drop the ring. Oh boy. Would you please? Guess I spoke too soon? Please let me be. I'm guessing we need to fight that Sêkhta's archer that we saw earlier. I know, I had got the ring. How long exactly did it take? I'm not sure, but we got it.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
I knew you could handle yourself. Sorry that I attacked you. Thanks for getting my ring back. I don't feel whole without it. Alright, I'll tell you what I know.
Here's what I know. Amârbo, Sêkhta's right-hand man, has been spending his time in the shuk, the blood market.
Amârbo knows what Sêkhta knows. I know Khôltekh has been looking for Sêkhta's base of operations. Amârbo knows all this and more. Find him and you'll make Khôltekh right pleased with you indeed. I'd recommend you head over there now. I happen to know this is a time he likes to frequent the shuk. Thanks again for getting my ring back. Oh, somebody is asking if I'm making new videos. Yes. So, yeah, tying up loose ends before the expansion. Somebody's asking. Oh, that is so nice. People have noticed my absence just a little bit. A couple comments here and there asking for new videos. I do appreciate that a lot. And I thank everybody who still remains interested in the channel, of course. It means a lot. It means a lot, and I'm glad for everyone that decides to hang around and have some fun. You cannot hear me, I hope. I hope I'm muting my microphone right, but I'm trying to cough my lungs out so that I can finish recording without much issue. It's not working, but we'll see. Would you please come here? You wanna fight? I know you do. Stop running away. Don, thank you. He's just one guy. I shouldn't have any problem. I just realized, though, I do feel some pressure about the reward track, but I don't need to complete it before the release of the expansion. Still have 9 days. So I still plan on doing the Thickle Gundu thing, but I just realized I will have more regular quests available than I initially anticipated, so sounds good. Sounds promising. come on. And I may have not been entirely fair to the game. A couple other things have passed that are exciting for a certain group of people, but are also exciting for, or should be exciting for all. That is the release of Mordor and Angmar, the legendary servers. I mean, if you are interested in legendary servers, that is, of course, good news. I did try it out briefly. The idea of the raids was intriguing. I didn't get far because that's when I lost interest in the game. And with an expansion so close by, I don't know if I should start doing a legendary server again. But more than that, it's also the fact that these are 64-bit servers, and the idea is to transition all other servers to 64-bit eventually. So Mordor and Angmar are also a test of sorts to see, I guess, how far they can push the technology, the infrastructure and all that. But yeah, having a transitioning to 64-bit servers in the future, that is exciting. The two-factor authentication, which hopefully will come sooner rather than later, is also exciting. God knows what else we'll have for next year, but there are still plenty of things to look forward to. It's just that I particularly wasn't that invested in the game for a while. Back now. So I am invested again, you could say. And I'm mentioning this because I have noticed a small lag with some of my gambits. Not sure how noticeable is this sort of thing in Mordor and Angmar, but hopefully not that big of an issue. Here we have Amârbo. Really? Completed Smuggler Bane of Dâr Laja. Okay, or maybe this is the deed that I remember starting. So for whatever reason, we have one deed for smugglers and another deed for Corsairs in an area that really is not that big. In fact, let me check. Because yeah, 75 smugglers in Dâr Laja. And which one was the other one? Criminal Bane, yeah. Two different deeds, that is so weird. Can I please talk to this guy already? Barter items.
So spare a moment.
Really?
I yield. I am no fighter.
I will tell you what I know. Sêkhta has an outpost not far from here to the south, from which his influence spreads all throughout Umbar-môkh. You cannot get past the door without a key, however. The way is barred and the keys are scarce and quite valuable. That is where you are likely to find him. That is all I know. So you're gonna flee. Thankfully we don't have to fight this guy either. And we can just try and escape this place without more bloodshed. I forgot to check if there was a milestone by Dâr Laja in the Umbar-môkh. Most likely there is one. We will double check in just a moment. We are about 40 minutes in and halfway through Khôltekh's quests. Each member of the Kindred will give you 8 quests. And they were released in groups of 4, so it will take you 2 weeks to complete each one of these members of the Kindred, and 2 months in total to complete the entire Tales of the Kindred. As far as I know, at least.
Fair winds to you.
There we go. Please tell me there is a milestone. Ah, there is. I'm gonna grab it because we will be coming here quite a lot, as far as I remember. And there is no milestone inside this place, no.
The way is far, and the keys are scarce and quite valuable. I do so love it.
You've done well, Beriathan, but it seems our work has only just begun.
You should go to Sêkhta, even if you cannot gain access. We may yet learn more about this kingdom by examining the law.
Amârbo, if he is to be trusted at sword point, said it was quite close to the Shuk. South of it, if I recall correctly. That is the place to start. So, I might be wrong, but as far as I remember, as far as I noticed, my own perception, Khôltekh's is the longest of all the quests that I was able to complete. I only missed Gondor, actually. So I think I have quite a good grasp on how long each questline is. And it seemed to me that Khôltekh was the longest. And hopefully that is right. Please stop it! All of you, stop it! Sêkhtas, okay. I'm not gonna fight a whole lot of guys. Come on. Don't, please. Ah, for God's sake. You too. Thank you. A door with a suspicious lock. I don't remember where it was. Ah, but the map does tell you. You see a nearby alcove with its strange indentations on the wall. And sadly I could not avoid these guys, but there we go. Oh, come on. Why? I'm not even paying attention to the tokens of heroism now that I think about it. Still need to get quite a few before I need to go back to turn them in. Ah, the lock. Oh, this one. Sorry. The lock has a series of deep, narrow grooves carved into stone. So we return to Dâr Laja. Thank God I remembered the milestone. We do need to save us some time. Don't know if we can still complete all these in less than an hour, but we'll see. Maybe not. Or maybe we can. Who knows? You found some of Sêkhta's men guarding this door? No doubt there is something valuable or important to Sêkhta hidden inside. We must find a way to open it. A series of deep, narrow cuts in the stone, you say? Interesting, interesting. I cannot think clearly here. Come, we must go to my house once more. We must figure out how to open this door, and to do that, I need to think in peace. Ready? Let's be off then. Far too stuffy here, and the chairs aren't as nice. Oh, the way is barred, and the keys are scarce and quite valuable. Huh.
What was it our rambunctious friend said?
The way is barred, and the keys are scarce and quite valuable. Yeah. Oh, you're figuring it out. Quite valuable. Could they be made of gold? No, that doesn't work. Too soft. The keys. Multiple keys. There are multiple keys. Why? Deep, narrow grooves carved into the stone face. 5 points in a semicircle like a hoof, or... You got it! Cool, Khôltekh. Just want a picture of Khôltekh. I never thought I would end up warming up to the guy, but this quest is doing quite a nice job of it, if you ask me. Let's see.
I have bad news. I solved a riddle. I don't feel like giving mine up. How about you?
Luckily, the wights have plenty to spare. About time they started pulling their weight for Umbar. Ho ho! Let us go back to Dâr Laja. The way is clear for us once again. Oh.
A wight's hand, all bone. That's the key.
The 5 narrow holes are for finger bones. Luckily, there's a great many crypt walkers in Sêkhta in Khôltekh. You need one in exceedingly good condition, nothing broken, so it may take several tries to find one. Find a suitable hand, take it to the door, and find the whereabouts of this shadow. We need to put an end to the suffering of Umbari citizens at the hands of this villain. So... Khôltekh... Trying to remember... Yeah, the crypts. So we can go back to Itakin, or we can go back to... For God's sake... Yeah. I think Itakin, it's a... Sêkhta, no. It's not close to any of those 2 stable masters. Anyway.
Good day to you, traveler.
We're almost done anyway. Maybe we go over the 1 hour mark, but not by a long shot. Hopefully that's what will happen. And that also gives me the chance to triple check the chest I thought, I'm not sure I missed somewhere around here. I mean, I could pull up the plugin, the more map. Feels a little bit like cheating. So I will avoid that if I can help it. Ah, come on. Not that far, really. Okay. Okay. We'll see. We'll grab a couple of them. Nope. We have found a pristine wight's hand. Okay, cool. Didn't take us long. Where did we... Which path did we take? This one? Yeah. Still need 20 tokens. I wonder if... on Legendary Warden feels nice and smooth to play. Answering my question, it's good to hear. I don't know, should I go back to Angmar, play a little bit in Angmar and see how it compares? I will confess, one of the reasons why I stopped playing in Angmar is because I cannot replicate my Citadel Guard outfit in there. On one hand, you cannot access the Moors on Legendary servers. On the other hand, the old Moor sets have not returned. At this point, I'm not sure if they ever will, and that is a shame. Because, well, I cannot start a new Beriathans without them. But also, all the other people who love the way that armor looks and now cannot get it. I have received a lot of comments on the channel about that as well. People who either are new to the game and were looking for Gondorian looks, people who maybe are starting on a new server and wanted to use that set. It's a shame. And for a moment I thought that the reward track that was added for PvP would include those sets, but it seems I was wrong. And that is a shame. Those sets should come back somehow. I don't know. I saw that suggestion earlier, but somebody else said, well, just put them in Lalias for Mithril, whatever. A lot of people won't mind, I don't think. This guy is gonna call his friends. I gotta move out of line of sight, so hopefully I can force this archer to come my way. Christ. Well, there are lots of tokens dropping, that's good to see. That's also one of the good things about the upcoming expansion. It will not raise the level cap. So we will be facing level 150 enemies for all of it. So I can still get plenty of tokens. At least that's what I suppose will happen. I have not seen any of the previous streams. I have not checked the expansion on Boardwater. It was an extensive LOTRO break, this one, as I have mentioned before. So yeah. Come on. Oh, I need to fight these guys too. Guarding the door. Unless... I don't know, maybe I can sneak past them? I rarely use this skill, but... Oh, it has its uses. Awesome. You hear a lock click behind the break wall to your right, opening the way. Cool! Defeat Sêkhta's men, and there is no landscape difficulty in here, so I can play it a little bit reckless. I mean, my DPS is still not that great, because I'm still running in blue gear. But these guys don't hit that hard anyway, so I don't think I need to worry about that. Okay. Here we have the 3 that we need to complete the objective. Sêkhta's clothes, books, and note. Okay, so here we have the clothes. Pick it up. Unlocked. His robes are quite fine and elegant for a brigand. Oh. Volumes 1, 3, and 4 of A History of Temámir and His Heirs. And where is Volume 2? The note reads, "A candle flickers in the dark and is extinguished." Okay. What does that mean? Return to Khôltekh, gladly. Okay, so this is part 6. We are still missing 2 parts. So yeah, this would be a long episode, but I think it falls right on line with some of the other seasonal content we have done, like the Lay of Rust and Rime, or even some of the allegiances. So yeah, I think we're good.
This is most troubling. Why would it be to have such scholarly books? And that sea.
The candle flickers in the dark and is extinguished. Another riddle, it seems.
I know not what a candle flickers in the dark and is extinguished means.
Still, these clues help a great deal. There was a volume missing from the books you found. I wonder if the missing volume holds any secrets from Sêkhta. Would you go to Temámir in Tagdar? There is a bookseller there who may have the missing volume. Efrati, I believe her name is. We need every clue we can grasp to find this Sêkhta. Candle flickers in the dark.
May the seas be calm and the winds fair.
Oh. over here.
Do you have need of something?
I have the book, but your coin is no good here. If I take it, Maramit, the purveyor of traps across the market, will have my head. Efrati leans in close. She and Khôltekh have an arrangement, if you get my meaning. You understand? Off with you then. I need to devise my next counterattack against these rats. Oi! Yeah, this kind of things give away the seasonal nature of these quests. They have quite a bit of filler, so that every week would feel substantial somehow. But when you are playing them back to back, this back and forth really is not that engaging. It rarely is when you are playing them on release, but when you're playing them on release you have just little pieces, so it doesn't stand out as much.
Each of these books show a fascination bordering on obsession with the heirs of Candle.
These robes, even stained in blood, they speak to Umbari nobility. And these books, much more scholarly than one would think for a lowly criminal. And his writing style from the note, so neat, like he was trained or schooled in it. I've got it. An archivist. An Umbari historian. It all fits. They are members of Umbari nobility, highly educated, trained in reading and writing. Sêkhta is an archivist. Archivists live and work in the Tor-gardens. They are quite few in number. Yes. I have a plan. Come, we must go to the Tor-gardens at once. Come, we must go to the Tor-gardens to expose this archivist where he lives and works. Sêkhta is there, I'm sure of it. Lead the way. Okay. I'm going to try something. Move around that group of nobles to the right a bit and watch who moves. This one, okay. Let's see.
Sêkhta!
Protect me! That was not the right. Grab him, Beriathan. Yeah, that was not the right. Was it the right? Oh, come on. Mech, he got away. Sêkhta was this close and now he slipped from my grasp again. No, wait. I know where he's going. I solved his riddle. I know where the candle is. And that is... Oh, okay.
The candle is a ship. They mean to commandeer the Candle of Umbar.
The candle. The candle is a ship. They mean to commandeer the Candle of Umbar.
Meet me at the westernmost dock of the Sêlhta. I know that's where Sêkhta went.
Come, we've not a moment to lose. Please, I want to move. Okay. There they are. Quickly, we must stop them from boarding that ship. Sêkhta's guards step forward to do battle. We're gonna face them in groups of 3, it seems, even though, as an instance, I shouldn't be worrying about difficulty. I could take them all. You know I can. Okay, here we have another one. Oh, come on. Was about to deliver the killing blow. Nothing moves in the Umbar-môkh except my will. I am the light of Umbar. And you, Khôltekh, you are the shadow. Always seeking to snuff me out, to take what is mine. You stole that chest from me. What's rightfully mine? You are
No light. And I am no shadow.
Alrighty. Another picture, if you will. Let us see.
Ravings of a man. We have done much for Umbar, both above and below ground this day.
My guard will take care of this mess. Let me buy you a drink. Umbar will sleep peacefully tonight because of your deeds. On mine, of course. I don't know. I wasn't sure about you at first, Beriathan, but you've proven a ready ally and friend to Umbar, and more importantly, to me. You should be very proud. Because of you, many Umbari citizens will sleep easier at night. Thank you. So we're gonna get some cosmetic and housing items as part of these quest lines. All of them will do, and titles too. Let's see. So, Innocence level 92 and Wisdom at level 7. That's cool. We have a title. You have proven yourself a worthy ally and ready friend to Khôltekh the Cunning. And we have some virtues in here that we could keep technically leveling up. Maybe I can switch to Determination or maybe Fortitude. Yeah, I think I'll do Fortitude. Zeal, Valor. Well, we'll see. I don't know, what Sêkhta said there towards the end was highly suspicious, if you ask me. I don't know. Have we been played by Khôltekh? Because that's what it seems to be pointing at. Sêkhta's last words. Khôltekh had ulterior motives, and we already know him. We know this is kind of how he operates. He is not upfront about many things. So I don't know. I think this is gonna come back at some point. Khôltekh might consider us his friends, but God, I don't know. Still feel a little bit uneasy. Anyway, we got some items as I had told you. We have here the portrait of the beast that we got on the previous episode, and here we have the portrait of Khôltekh. So maybe we can create a room somewhere in one of my houses dedicated to the kindred and all these portraits that we are gonna receive. But we also have this hat. I don't know if I want to use this hat. I mean, I have my bandana. I mean, this is fairly marinerish, if you ask me. I don't know if... I don't know, I mean... This hat could very well work with a pirate outfit, but not exactly the one that I have right now. Looks kinda a little bit similar to Jack Sparrow's hat, so if you're going for that look, you might want to get this one. I don't know, I'm gonna hold on to this for a moment, and we'll see. We'll see if I come up with some good ideas for it. But for the time being, that was all as part of Khôltekh's quests, and our next stop is Harmelach in here. That, however, will have to wait for another time. Until then, my friends, this has been all on today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.